Good evening and welcome to the dark moon practice on Friday, November 5th, 2021. Yesterday, November 4th, was the exact new moon in Scorpio. So our journey this evening will be exploring and embracing some scorpionic ideas. And I'm going to be doing something a little bit different this evening. I will be reading from excerpts of a Descent of the Goddess Hallows ritual that I wrote over 10 years ago that feels appropriate to the season. So without further ado, I'm going to put on my background sound for our journey and we'll get started. So reminder that this is a practice that is best conducted the day before, the day of, or the day after the dark moon, which is the moment of alignment of the sun and the moon in astrology and astronomy. And we're just at the cusp of coming out of that dark moon phase, with the new moon being exact yesterday. So we're still in that shadow. The moon is still in Scorpio. Please make sure you have a candle nearby for our journey this evening. We'll light it together in a few minutes. And for now, let's just begin by taking some nice, deep breaths together. Getting comfortable, however you're seated or lying down. Bringing your attention into your body, to your breathing. Inhaling a nice deep breath through the nose, expanding the full circumference of the rib cage, the front, the sides, and the back of the ribs, and effortlessly releasing and exhaling. Let's do that a couple of times together. Bring our attention into our bodies. Inhaling calm and peace and tranquility. And on the exhale, releasing any concerns, tensions, and worries of the day. Setting those aside, knowing that you don't need to hold and contain all of that for the next little bit. Bringing your attention to your feet, ankles, and lower legs. Sending some breath and some intention to releasing any tension you may be holding in those parts of your body. Perhaps moving your toes and feet a little bit and then letting them find a nice relaxed stillness. Exhaling out any tension you may be holding in your feet, particularly the arches of the feet, the ankles, and the lower legs. And with your next breath, bringing your attention into your upper legs. Those big, big leg muscles, the quadriceps, the hamstrings, all those muscles that work so hard throughout the day to help us stand and walk. With the breath, sending some calming and release into those muscles. And with the exhale, seeing what you might be able to release. On the next breath, let's bring our attention to the pelvis, the lower back, the lower abdomen. Drawing breath in, filling the bowl of the pelvis with nourishing, calming breath. Seeing what tension and holding you can release in those parts of the body. This is the part of the body where we tend to hold and store worry and tension, and perhaps even some pain and some trauma memory. Invite that calming, nourishing breath into that entire bowl of the pelvis. With your exhale, see what you can release and let go of. Bringing your attention now into the entirety of your rib cage, the sides of the ribs, back of the ribs, the spine, which plays such an important role in our bodies. Bringing nourishing, healing, calming breath into the solar plexus, the ribs, the sternum, the heart. Nourishing, expanding. And with the exhale, releasing any tension you might be holding or carrying. This time of year where we remember loved ones who have passed, we can start to really feel the weight that our hearts carry, the weight of grief, the weight of remembrance, the weight of love remembered. Take a nice deep breath into your heart, to your heart chakra, your solar plexus. Send yourself some extra love and grace and gentleness to that tender, tender part of the body and the spirit. And with the exhale, effortlessly release. Bringing our attention now into our arms, the hands, the wrists, the biceps and shoulders, these limbs that serve such important functions in our day-to-day life. Sending breath out from the center of the body, down the arms, all the way to the fingertips. Take a moment, extend your fingers wide, as far apart as they can go. And with the exhale, let them soften and release. Relaxing, nourishing, and healing breath traveling all the way down the arms. Letting go of anything you might be holding, anything from your day. With our next breath, let's bring our attention to our neck and our throat. This area of the body is another place where we can find ourselves holding tension, holding worry and grief, the truths that we must speak, and the truths that we leave unspoken. All of these things can be a burden on this part of the body. Take a moment and send some nice, gentle, nourishing breaths into your throat and your neck. And now let us bring our attention to the muscles of the jaw and the face, the temples, the brow, all the muscles that help us speak, interact, and express ourselves throughout the day. Gently press your tongue to the roof of your mouth to release your jaw muscles, letting go of any tension you may be holding there. With your exhale, see what you can let go of and release. Now that we've taken a moment to nourish our bodies, some gentle breaths and some intention and grace, go ahead and let's bring our candle to flame. Taking a moment to gaze upon this gentle little flame and what it represents. It's our tether, it's our guiding light, it's our lantern which will guide us home when it's time. Make sure your candle is placed somewhere safe. And then gently close your eyes once more, returning your focus and your intention to your breath. Let us return now to our sacred grove of ancient trees. We stand together in the center, thousands of stars twinkling in the night sky overhead. A ring of trees surrounding and protecting us, guardians, great spirits of the forest. Taking a moment to breathe in the cool night air. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Know that in this time and this place, all is sacred. You are safe. You are protected. On this night, we gather in this sacred temple, seeking to walk alongside the goddesses who have traveled to the great below. Goddesses, may your journey from light into the darkness illuminate us, filling our minds and our hearts with wisdom, bringing transformation to our spirits. Gods of the night, Lord of the hunt and the woods, your blessings and guidance on this night do we seek. Lady of heaven and earth, she who dances among the starlight, your blessings and guidance on this night do we seek. Before you in this sacred grove of trees stands a small altar, and upon it are a variety of objects, one of which is a vessel that contains water. Also upon this table is a small dish which contains salt. Take a moment and with your mind's eye and your intention, and your breath. Banish all impurities from the water and the salt, in whatever way feels most appropriate for you. And now take 3 measures of salt and place it into the vessel of water. This is the mingling of the elements of earth and water. Let us walk together now once round this sacred circle of trees, carrying this vessel of salt and water. As we walk, let us sprinkle this pure and sacred water upon the earth in order to further cleanse, bless, and purify this sacred circle. Return now to the center of your circle, placing the vessel of salt and water on the altar and taking up an incense burner suspended with a chain. Within this incense burner is a piece of charcoal that glows with heat. From the altar, take up a portion of sacred resin and place it upon the hot coals. As you inhale, smell this sacred mingling of the elements of air and fire. Carry this burning thurible in a clockwise direction around the circle, blessing, cleansing, and purifying the space for the working we will do tonight. Returning to the center of the circle, placing the thurible back on the altar where it came from. Noticing a small, slender portion of a tree branch, its bark removed and some remaining as a handle. This is a wand. Only you know of what type of wood it is made and where it originated. Take up this wand and walk once again for the 3rd time in a clockwise direction in the circle, using the wand to direct your energy out, further sealing and casting and creating a safe and sacred sphere of protection for the work that we will conduct on this night. Return to the central altar, placing the wooden wand back where you found it. Let us walk now to the easternmost quadrant of our circle, such that we may invoke the protective watchtowers of this place together. Extend your arms out, open your heart, open your intention to the spirits of the East. Lady of heaven and earth, star who shines by morning and night, let me walk with thee into the East. where the breath of life begins and ends, where soul ascends each morning into the sky. Let us bring the Eastern Watchtower torch to flame. A beacon of protection, of light. Walk now with me to the south, extending your arms out, opening your heart, your intention to the spirits and beings of the south. Lady of heaven and earth, goddess of love and light, let me walk with thee into the south, where the flames of passion and inspiration burn, into the fires that will consume and transform me. And now let us bring the Southern Watchtower torch to light, a beacon of protection within the southernmost quadrant of our circle. Let us walk now to the west, realm of the setting sun, extending arms wide, heart open. Lady of heaven and earth, first daughter of the moon, let me walk with thee into the west, where soul rests each night and sparkling waters dance, and the Euphrates winds its endless song. Let us bring the westernmost torch to flame, a beacon of protection, a welcoming of the spirits, elementals, and creatures of the West. Let us walk now to the north, arms extended, heart open. Lady of heaven and earth, she who wears the lapis beads upon her breast, let me walk with thee into the north, realm of stone and tree and rolling hills, home of the Earth Mother, Key. Let us bring the northernmost watchtower to flame, welcoming, invoking, and paying reverence to the spirits of this place. Returning to the center of our circle, let us set our intention before the universe and whatever divine energies may be present on this night. As moths to flame, as fire to wick, we are drawn to the light of heavenly illumination. Maiden, mother, crone, horned one, green man, Holly king, we call thee to this rite. On this dark night, may you illumine my spirit, my soul, filling my heart with your wisdom. In this dim light, may I see clearly that which is ready to be revealed to me. I seek your wisdom, your guidance, your visions for me. And now, let us turn our attention to the circle of ancient trees which surrounds us. Turn slowly, Dioso, breathing in the magic of this place where you are safe, You are calm and you are welcome. One tree in particular beckons you, a soft glow of light radiating from its roots near an opening in the trunk, just large enough to step into. And so, let's walk to this tree and enter it. We find ourselves upon a spiral staircase, spiraling down, down, down into the earth, into the arms of the Mother. At last, after many, many steps, the spiral staircase ends, and you find yourself in a softly lit cavern. There is stillness here, and solitude, and peace. You walk slowly forward, feeling the sandy shore beneath your feet. And as you move closer and closer, you see a body of water before you. On the sandy shore rests a tiny rowboat. Step into the boat carefully. Within the boat, there is a blanket. Take a moment to cover yourself. Gently push the boat away from the shore and let it begin to drift down, 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 down this gentle stream, out of the cavern. Find yourself beneath the night sky once again. Breathing in the cool night air, seeing 1,000 stars twinkling above you. Take a moment and peer over the edge of the boat into the dark water that surrounds you. You are safe here. You are blessed. On the breeze, you start to hear a voice calling your name, beckoning you to draw nearer and nearer. You realize that the voice is coming from beneath the dark waters that surround you. In an act of faith and in an act of magic, you step off the boat and plunge into the dark waters. You begin to swim down, down into the water and discover that you are not drowning. Rather, you are able to breathe here in the water. A soft, greenish blue light illuminates the water as you continue to slowly swim and drift down. You encounter intricate and ornate archway beneath the water, a portal. In order to pass this portal, you must leave something behind. You remove an article of clothing or jewelry from your body. You leave it here at the portal, and you take a moment to reflect on what it might represent. Status, power, friendships and relationships, community, whatever it is, it must be left behind in order to pass through this portal. Continue to gently drift and swim until you counter a second portal here beneath the water. Choose another item from your person, which you will leave here at this portal in order that you may pass. Take a moment to reflect upon what this item might represent as you leave it behind so that you may enter this place. You continue your journey into these dark, deep waters, illuminated softly with greenish blue light. You encounter a third portal, and you know that you must do what you have previously done. You must remove an item from your person and leave it here such that you may pass through this portal. Take a moment to reflect upon what aspect of yourself, your personality, your ego, your life as you know it, that you may wish to leave behind here at this third portal. Down, down, down. Continue to drift and gently swim. Soon you encounter the fourth portal. Here you will remove an item which represents some aspect of yourself, your personality, your life, your memories. It must be left behind here at this fourth portal in order that you may pass into what is next. For the realm that we are traveling in tonight, we must arrive in the same condition in which we were born, in which we will die. Down, 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 continue to gently drift and swim, looking ahead and seeing before us the fifth portal. Here we remove yet another item, yet another aspect of our ego, ourselves, that we cannot take with us here into this realm of eternal night. Notice now that the items remaining upon your person have grown very few. You feel vulnerable, and that is part of this process. Down, down, down we drift and swim ever so gently, encountering the sixth portal in this deep, dark body of water. Here at the sixth portal, we release our treasured and precious memories, that which comprises the tapestry of our lives, stories and memories, all the places we've been, all the things that we've done. We leave them here at this sixth portal as an offering that we may pass into what is next. continue our descent, reaching the 7th and final portal, knowing that we cannot pass into what is next until we have fully released and let go of our egos and our sense of identity and ourselves. Remove the final item of clothing or jewelry or accoutrement that is on your body so that you are drifting here in this dark water, completely naked and vulnerable, and ready to encounter what is next. Down, down, down our journey continues until at last we reach the sandy bottom of this body of water. Here we see a throne, and upon it sits the queen of this place. It is she who rules this domain of the great below. We stand here before her in reverence and in vulnerability. We have traveled long and far, and we have made great sacrifice to stand before her on this night, ready to receive the wisdom, the teachings, and the blessings that she has to offer us. Take a moment, prostrate and bow to this great mother of the great below, and listen for whatever secrets and blessings are drifting in the water for you and you alone. Spend another moment listening, receiving whatever wisdom, whatever messages this Queen of the Great Below has to share with you on this night. Bow to her in reverence, accepting her blessings and her wisdom. And so you begin to drift and float slowly upwards again towards the night sky, twinkling with 1,000 stars. Through the portals again you float and drift, one by one, reclaiming those items and attributes of your ego and yourself that you left as offerings at each portal in turn. The 7th portal, the 6th portal, drifting upward, upward, up to the 5th portal, floating softly and effortlessly through the fourth portal, the third portal, reclaiming that which you have left behind at the second portal. And finally, passing through the first portal once more. You break the surface of the water and realize that you are not in the middle of a great body of water anymore, but instead you find yourself on the sandy shore of the beach. As you walk out of the water, bringing with you the blessings, the wisdom and the gifts bestowed upon you by the Queen of the Great Below, filled with gratitude, love, and appreciation. Standing upon the shore, taking a moment to reflect on all that has transpired on this night. Reaching into the pocket of whatever garment you are wearing and realizing that something special has been left there just for you. Behind you on the beach, you see an opening into a cavern which is softly lit as if with torchlight. Hold your sacred token tightly in your hand as you walk into the cavern and see the spiral staircase before you. Begin your ascent up, up, up the spiral staircase, holding the Queen of the Great Below's gift to you close to your heart, moving ever upward toward the light above. As you return to the sacred grove of trees where we began our journey on this night, it is dawn. The sky glows softly, and the sun, who is consort to the goddess, begins his ascent. Breathe deeply, feeling refreshed, renewed, and so very blessed. Stand in the center of your grove of trees, turning slowly in a clockwise direction, taking a moment to honor and thank the spirits and watchtowers of the east, of the south, of the west, and of the north, for their protection, their guidance, and their presence on our journey tonight. Bringing your attention once more to your physical body, noticing your breath, noticing the expansion of the ribs, the belly, as you draw air in and slowly release it out. Take a moment with your eyes still closed. Remember your candle flame burning in your home temple near your physical body. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes, inviting your spirit back from the journey we have taken together tonight. When I reach the number 1, it will gently and softly return to an awakened state, feeling calm, refreshed, and relaxed, and knowing that you have been very blessed on this journey tonight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently and softly allow your eyes to open. See your candle flame burning, welcoming you back to your body after your journey. I thank you all for being here tonight, for sharing this sacred time and sacred space. I'd like to acknowledge one of our regular participants who made a very generous contribution towards the costs of creating these events recently. Really appreciate the support very, very much, and really appreciate having all of you here and sharing this time and space with me. I'm going to stop the recording.